Every year, a new Galaxy Ultra drops, and every year it promises better photos, better video, more pro tools. But let's be honest, the real changes have been getting smaller. If you've looked at the S23 Ultra and the S24 Ultra side by side, it's hard to tell them apart unless you know exactly what to look for. Same to OOMP sensor, same general camera layout, same overprocessed low-light shots that still can't quite match the Pixel or iPhone, and that's where this new leak comes in. Ice Universe, the leaker with one of the best Samsung track records around, just revealed something very specific. According to him, the Galaxy S26 Ultra will once again use Samsung's own ISOCELL HP2 sensor. That's the same 200MP camera we've seen since the S23 Ultra, so on the surface, it might feel like deja vu, but here's the twist. ICE says the main lens is getting a wider aperture, specifically an f1.4. For those who don't live in camera nerd territory, that number is a really big deal. The lower the f number, the wider the aperture. A wider aperture means more light hits the sensor. More light means better photos, especially in dim conditions. The S25 Ultra had an f1.7. The S26 Ultra's f1.4 would let in nearly 44% more light. That's not just a step forward, that's a leap. And here's why that actually matters in real life. Think about the moments we take photos most often. Evening events, restaurants, birthday dinners, cozy indoor lighting. That's where smartphone cameras usually struggle. Too much noise, washed out faces, slow shutter speeds that turn your friends into blurry ghosts. A larger aperture like f1.4 changes that. It means faster shots, sharper detail, and way less digital correction. In other words, your phone can actually capture what your eyes see instead of trying to fake it afterward. And there's more, that wider aperture doesn't just help in low light. It also adds natural depth to your photos. A more noticeable background blur, a more cinematic feel to portraits. Less reliance on portrait mode or edge detection software. The blur becomes real, not simulated. This might sound like a small upgrade if you're only reading numbers. But if you've ever looked at a Pixel photo in the dark and then compared it to a Galaxy, you already know Samsung has been trailing in this department. The hardware has been powerful, but the results haven't always matched. Maybe now, finally, that changes. But let's keep it real, this isn't a total overhaul. The sensor is still the same. We're not getting any wild new camera features just yet. No game-changing zoom lens, number 1-inch sensor. No AI photo magic like we're seeing from competitors. So is an aperture upgrade alone enough to get people excited in this landscape? Yeah. Because phone cameras have hit a point where every millimeter counts. We've squeezed so much out of these tiny sensors that the only upgrades left are the subtle ones. A slightly wider aperture, a better image pipeline, a few milliseconds shaved off the shutter. These are the kinds of changes that quietly improve your experience every single day. You might not notice it right away, but 6 months in, when your photo actually turns out the way you wanted, that's when it clicks. So now the question is, does this change anything for you? Would you upgrade from the S24 Ultra for better low light alone? Or are you still waiting for Samsung to pull something crazy, something unexpected out of its sleeve? Because while f1.4 might not sound like much, the impact it could have is real. It's not flashy, it's not dramatic, but it's exactly the kind of fix people have been asking for. And maybe, just maybe, this is the year Samsung finally listens. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Would this camera upgrade be enough for you? Or are we still not there yet? Thanks for watching. Hit that like if you're into real-world tech talk without the fluff, and I'll see you in the next one.